Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today I want to talk about the teaser we got yesterday for a special character with the stage set, Luna Snow, who we now know much more about. Over on my right, you're going to be seeing a lot of information. I'm going to detail for you everything that you need to do in preparation for another update. Yes, in the wake of update 3.7, which has already been a pretty big hit, we have another update coming in just 13 short days. Now, I don't know how much other content is going to be in there. I hope there are game mode changes or new game modes for us, but at the very least, we can expect Luna Snow, this brand new original character created in combination with Netmarble staff and Marvel staff. So she hasn't appeared in comic books yet. It's not Quicksilver's daughter that he had with Crystal. It's not Luna Maximoff. This is OC, original content. Very much like Sharon Rogers when she was introduced as part of Captain America's 75th anniversary. Luna Snow is being introduced to almost coincide with the 150th anniversary supermoon, the Lunar New Year in Korea amongst other countries, and the fact that the 2018 Olympics, I'm assuming, are in Korea, in South Korea. And of course, the winter has a lot to do with snow. So who is Luna Snow? Let's find out by going over to this original character debut page. If you don't know where I am, I'm on marvelfuturefight.netmarble.com. You can reach this website by going to Mobirum and following the link. And you definitely want to get onto this page if you haven't already, because there's an important thing that you can do that will guarantee you some crystals, maybe some biometrics, and then maybe some more crystals. So we can scroll down and see that there's a pre-registration event for this update, and all you have to do is choose which store you're going to use, whether it's the App Store for iOS or the Google Play Store for Android. You type in your email address, you hit agree, and then you will be part of the pre-registration reward team or reward people. So I've already pre-registered. Here you can see that there's about 2% of the current pre-registration numbers. I'm not sure how much that equates to. I don't know if we need to hit 1 million for level 3 or 100,000 pre-registrations, but I urge you all to get as many pre-registrations in as you can. Use your email addresses and do it, because if we hit level 1, everyone gets 200 crystals. If we hit level 2, everyone gets 10 bios for Luna, which basically unlocks the character at 1 star, which then would allow you to use mega rank up tickets on her. It has been kind of rumored that she's going to be a bio subscription character, so especially for you free-to-play types out there, this is your opportunity to get this new character perfectly and totally free, and then just save up rank up tickets for her to get her up to 6 stars, and then maybe someday in the future you can get her to tier 2, but you'll at least have her at 6 stars, and that's going to be important moving forward, because there's a pretty good chance that she's going to be absolutely bonkers in terms of her power level. And then if we get to the coveted level 3, everyone gets an additional 300 crystals, so a total of 500 crystals, almost a free uniform, in addition to a new 1-star original character, which is pretty cool. Then we have actually Luna Snow, and you can see over on the far right her character model. Very cool, lots of detail. I like the jacket, a lot of hints to her name, a lot of thematics going on there. You have the snowflake, you have the moon, Luna Snow. We have the kind of duality of snow being light and the moon being kind of in the darkness, with her hair color being both white or white-ish and more kind of like a dark blue, dark teal. And then she's also heterochromatic or heterochromia, which means that one eye is a different color than the other eye. So it's this cold kind of yin and yang, black and white duality going on with the character, which I think is pretty cool. And she's also been described, as you'll see a little bit later, as a damage dealer and as a healer. So we might be in for a kind of new meta bringing character, much in the vein and much in the same way that Sharon Rogers was. If you don't remember, when Sharon Rogers was introduced to Marvel Future Fight, she was a dominant force. She could solo world bosses at a time when basically no other character could. And she hasn't seen much dominance lately because other characters overshadow her, but she has been one of the top characters, especially for the free-to-play types, since she came in, and she's still recommended as the very first character to 6-star when you start Marvel Future Fight. So take that into consideration when you're thinking about getting this character and get those pre-registrations in. She is Korean. She is a K-pop star, which is kind of her background and her story. And essentially, she was singing at a concert for Tony Stark, Iron Man, and she got attacked by AIM agents and kind of those guys. And then they locked her in a freezer, and that's how she got her kind of cold powers, kind of like Killer Frost in DC. So it'll be interesting to see if we have more of her, not only in Marvel Future Fight, but in Marvel Comics in general. And I say that because this character is being marketed heavily by Marvel. We've seen tweets coming out from Bill Roseman, Danny Koo. We've seen tweets coming out from the Marvel official Twitter, which usually only tweets about movies and TV shows and other comics and stuff like that, not really about video games. In addition, if you go to Marvel's official website, now I'm on their website, it says no direct, relationship to Marvel Future Fight other than the fact that they're promoting Marvel in their game, but this is primarily for things like the comics and then secondarily for everything else. The first advertisement you see is for the Black Panther movie. That's pretty obvious. The MCU is a huge thing for Marvel. It's probably their biggest source of revenue at this point with the kind of state of the comics industry and stuff like that. So we have this advertisement. We have Chadwick Boseman looking like a boss. The very next page, right after Black Panther, is the new Korean superhero Luna Snow arriving in Marvel Future Fight. So they are really on board with this character. I guess Netmarble pitched such a good character that maybe Marvel is going to take this character and actually integrate them into the comics rather than just giving them a small run as a sideshow like they did with Sharon Rogers that never really amounted to anything. If you go into this article and you read it, and it's a pretty interesting article, there's a lot being said here, and it almost makes it sound, I don't want to read this whole thing obviously, but it almost makes it sound like she's going to become a mainstay in Marvel Comics. She's not just coming to Marvel Future Fight. So you can guess, or you can bet that if that is the case, the character is going to be pretty powerful, but she's also going to receive a lot of additional maintenance and attention moving forward. So she's probably going to get a uniform in a few months like Sharon Rogers did. We might have an event for her. She might have her own epic quest. Really, the sky is the limit here with this one. Netmarble really likes their original content, and they're not going to skip out on this one and just give the character away to us for free, or just quietly introduce them like they did with someone like Quasar or Spider-Man 2099 and give them no kind of fanfare. There's definitely going to be a lot of hype and a big deal made about this character, both in game to match all of the stuff happening in social media outside of the game. So definitely prepare for that. Furthermore, you can prepare for the character in Marvel Future Fight. So I've already mentioned the fact that if you pre-register and we can hit that second stage, you can get 10 biometrics for her. Now, if she is going to be a biosub character as it is rumored, then you're only going to be able to use something like a rank up ticket or a mega rank up ticket on her. If you don't get a biosub, then you're probably not going to be able to use a tier 2 advancement ticket to ever get her to tier 2 unless you have a mega tier 2 ticket saved up, which is the one that looks like this one right here. Alternatively, if the rumors are wrong and she is not a paywall character, she's not a biosubscription character, if she is like Sharon Rogers, then of course you can use a mega rank up ticket on her, but you can also use the $2 6-star character selector. This character selector currently sells in the store, and it's a great deal. I covered it in a previous video, but it would allow you to purchase Luna Moon because it doesn't have an expiry. This item, when you purchase it, it goes into your inventory and it never expires. So you can save this up if you do have some dollars lying around and you don't mind spending them, investing them. And there is a chance, although I can't guarantee it, but there is a chance that you will be able to use it for Luna Snow, and you'll automatically have her at 6 stars when she comes to the game. And then if there is a farmable event for her, if there's an event battle for Luna Snow, you'll be way ahead of everyone else trying to grind for her. The last thing you can do to prepare for Luna Snow in 2 weeks, because it comes out on January 24th, is with obelisks. We haven't had a good cold damage character in the game since Loki. I mean, we had Misty Knight and we have Crystal, but they're just not the same. But now we do have one that's probably going to have most, if not all of her skills deal cold damage. So on top of having Misty Knight's leadership maxed out, because that's 60% cold damage, you can start to try and roll or start to save obelisks that you see that look like this. This is Guard Break, 35% cold damage and 4 seconds of invincibility. She might be a powerhouse for Extreme Alliance Battle or another offensive game mode, so I might want to look for something that has cold damage and a damage proc, but these kinds of little things you can do now with about 2 weeks of a heads up and a head start to prepare yourself for the coming cold. Because Luna Snow is coming and she's about to dominate the game in a big way. I would bet a lot of crystals on her being a very strong character when she comes into the game. The only skill that I would like to see Luna Snow have is a combination of a skill that counters Quicksilver and a skill that Adam Warlock already has. Adam Warlock has a skill called Space Piercing where for 5 seconds it activates a 1-second effect. So it's kind of a refreshing immunity effect. He also has another skill where when you hit him, I think it's his... Anyways, he has one skill that when you hit him, you become bound for 3 seconds. You get binded. I think it's on his 4th skill. I would love to see Luna Snow have an ability where, or a passive effect, where when she gets hit, the enemy gets frozen. That would stop the Quicksilvers of Timeline in their tracks. And it would make for a pretty hilarious counterattack. So let me know what you guys think of Luna Snow, this upcoming K-pop singer, Marvel character. Let me know what your thoughts are on how powerful you think she's going to be and how badly you want to play as her in Marvel Future Fight, and if other Marvel games are going to be a little jealous that they don't have her in their game. Subscribe if you enjoy the content and you want to support me, and of course, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow. You and me.